What is good, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ruffled Rowlet, and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I want to show you a project which is in the works right now, which I really got interested in because of one really important matter. It's got the involvement of Smiley Fakemon, and that, to me, is massive, okay? And you might not realize who Smiley Fakemon is, but if you've been around the community for long enough, if you've ever been interested in, like, Pokemon Fakemon or any of that sort of stuff, right? Then you will know who Smiley Fakemon is. He is the probably longest running and longest, like, you know, I guess developing kind of artist within the Fakemon community, right? Making like his own custom Pokemon, right? That sort of stuff with the Sugimori art style, so they look like they're actual real Pokemon. You've probably been duped by a lot of his designs in the past. You've probably seen his designs and things, and you might have thought like, oh, is that going to be a real Pokemon, right? And they're often used in like those videos where people like take a person that doesn't know much about Pokemon and ask them like, is this one real? Is this one fake? And they can't really tell because the style is so similar. But either way, he's involved in this apparently, and that's what gets me so excited about this project, and just the general style of this looks fantastic. So what are we talking about? Well, we're talking about Pokemon Renaissance. A new adventure awaits you. This is a French Pokemon non-profit fan game developed under PSDK since August 2017. Now, this is probably going to be in English, don't worry. I don't think it's just like the developers are French, right? But I think it's going to be in English, though, because I see a bunch of, like, images down here, you know, for example, like, hey, Mailloux, you thought you could just avoid me like that? This is not going to happen, let's battle, right? So, essentially, there is still, you know, it's not just like they're doing it in French. It's going to be in English, don't worry. So, let's look at the story, though, shall we? And let's look at, like, general stuff, because when you go far enough down here, that's where I get really excited. If you want to look at this on your own, I'm going to link the post, the Pokemon community post down below, so you guys can go check it out. But, yeah, you can see right here, basically, they've got the involvement, artworks, and design are created by Smiley Fakemon and used with their permission. So, that is, to me, really fantastic that he is involved in this. I mean, maybe he's not going to be developing brand new ones for them, but he is allowing them to use his Fakemon, which I hope is true, because that is actually fantastic. So, the story is set in 1994, 2 years prior to Red and Blue. A professor named Samuel Oak has invented a tool able to identify every Pokemon around the globe, the Pokedex. Along with many other scientists, he decided to create elite teams of young trainers seeking adventure who would travel across the world to fill the Pokedex. It is during this very year that you celebrate your 17th birthday, so it's going to be a slightly, you know, older characters. You depart on a trip after suffering 2 years of depression following Professor Pernili has invited you to participate in the completion of the Pokedex through a journey of self-discovery. Yet the dream of becoming a Pokemon champion hasn't left your mind. However, you must remain careful, for the aftermath of the war is still present, and anyone who would like to recover what they have lost. Okay, so the Red, I'm not going to say that word, war. So, the Red War was an international geopolitical turning point. Pokemon became controllable thanks to a new technology, the Pokeball. They ended up being used as weapons by some countries to serve their military strategies. The Pokeball had fallen into the wrong hands, and eventually a war broke out in 1958. Alright, I see some little bit of World War stuff there, I see, okay. The world was heading towards its destruction when in 1981, and I mean World War II was like what, 1939, until 43, 45, whatever. Either way, actually no, something like that. Either way, that's besides the point. The world was heading towards its destruction when in 1981, a militia called the White Army has succeeded in unifying 90% of the world under the flag of the Enosian Empire. Pokeballs were regulated to avoid those kind of conflicts in the future. Elidiris, a region of 1,000 climates. Elidiris region is located at the far east of the Eurasian continent. It is led by the Enosian Empire and its leader, Godhands. Okay, and its climates are multiple, varied, and extreme, ranging from tundra blizzards in the north, to swampy jungles in the east, to arid deserts in the south, to several islands. This makes it the region with one of the largest biodiversities on endemic species. These harsh and merciless environments have led some known species outside Aldiris to mutate in order to survive. According to a folktale, the richness of the Aldean ecosystem originates from the power of 5 mysterious stones. Cool, so the characters meet the heroes of the Aldiris region, so Lias and Mailloux. Behind her jovial appearance, Lias's Mailloux was deeply marked by the death of their parents. However, they are now ready to fight to become the Pokemon champion of their region. Nevertheless, it's up to you to decide how their story and adventure will unfold, which is awesome. Champions ready for anything. Thomas is 19. He's your rival, but also your childhood friend. He likes to battle you, but will always be there to help you. However, he does not seem to be interested interested in acquiring badges. He could possibly be this, what could possibly be his true motivation? Cool, well, Professor Brunelli. So, she's one of the professors of the Alderus region. She was a long-time collaborator of Professor Chen. She now studies the regional forms of Alderus. She's the one who will give the hero their first Pokemon. Then you have the evil team, which I'm a big fan of, by the way. The Team Venusia comes out of the shadows, right? So, an ominous organization, Team Venusia, a cult adopting extremist measures, appeared out of nowhere a few days before your departure. Their goals are still unknown. According to some witnesses, they are searching for something. When they move in groups, it is impossible to distinguish them from one another because they all look the same. All members also seem to be driven by the same desire. Who are they and what do they want? Well, that's the question, right? Regional forms. Discover new regional forms. So we got a regional Charmander, regional Squirtle, regional Bulbasaur. It's ground. We got steel. We got grass, ice. That's actually really cool. So living in the warm deserts in the southern lands, Aldean Charmander became ground-type Pokemon to protect themselves against these dangers lurking in the sand. That's actually a pretty cool concept, right? Steel, you've got thriving on the shores of the Astral Island. Aldean Squirtles have a shell as solid as obsidian. No one to this day has even managed to scratch it. But how do you defeat it then? They live in the icy forests of the northern part of the region, and legend tells that Aldean Bulbasaur's appearance changes if they migrate to the south. Cool. Many others are waiting for you in the Alderus region. You've got new Pokemon, discovered more than 130 new kinds of Pokemon. That sounds awesome. So you got Sylvix, Quarrel, Subterex, Red-Handed, really? Silvor, Genie, Chalman, and Doruru. And I actually recognize, like, half of these. I recognize them from like, Sylvix, I recognize, Silvor, Genie, Chalman, Red-Handed, Subtrex. I recognize all these from like, Smiley Fakemon. And you can see right here, of course, here comes the actual, you know, credits. Other game mechanics. So you can see right here, again, Return of Mega Evolutions, they will also be in the game, so that's cool. Now, other things. So day and night cycle, the time will finally have an impact on the behavior of non-player characters and possible activities to do. The players will be able to control it by going to hotels for time skips. Cool. Lore. The story will be heavily influenced by the Pokemon game's lore. The game will seek to clarify some gray areas in the official story. It won't be uncommon to encounter well-known characters. Secondary quests. So the player will be able to complete quests given throughout the adventure. This will make the world of Alderus and its inhabitants more realistic and lively. Sounds cool. Hidden areas. This is my favorite part, right? Hidden areas. I love that. So, the Alderus region is full of areas that are invisible on the map. From abandoned cities to some poshous underwater caves, they're all waiting to be discovered and explored. Field-related effects. So, the weather conditions are so extreme that they have an impact on Pokemon fights. These conditions may strengthen or weaken certain types of Pokemon. Trainer classes. A popular trend, the players may decide to change the trainer's class during the adventure. This change will result in various combat effects depending on chosen class. So, trainer classes, that's cool. I guess that's going to be interesting to see how that's going to affect things. And then we got a few screenshots. You can see right here. I do like the way they've set this up, by the way. I mean, look at this. This looks sick, dude. Let me just, let's keep that image up. But this actually looks really cool. The art style is kind of like, I guess, like Generation 5-esque, I guess I would say. Like Generation 5, kind of Gen 5, Gen 4, kind of a mix of those two. But you can see, like, the way you enter your name here and, like, the bunch of, like, the documents in the background. You've got, like, the backpack here, which has got, like, you know, like, almost like a little, like you're having a little picnic or whatever, the way you, like, put everything out there. The Pokemon Center looks really, like, old school, and I like that because, again, this is the first Pokemon Centers to come into existence, you know, like, in this time, because this is when they first, like, you know, start, like, you know, probably, like, setting things up, right? It's early on. Is that all? I don't plan on staying all morning filling all these documents with you. You got, like, some, I don't know, some high-up dude, like, some CEO at, like, something called Zorp. Wait, is it Zorp Corporation? Yeah, Zorp Corporation. And then you got your Luis here, which is sending you to go meet the professor. So yeah, you got some interesting stuff there. Now, music, Pokemon Renaissance will have its own original soundtrack. And apparently you can already listen to it if we go over here. So there's a bug with SoundCloud links. Some music are only available directly on... Whoa, there it is. All right, let's just lower all the volumes real quick. This is really, really loud. Sorry about that. Let's just lower the volume a little bit. Let's listen to this custom music they have. So this is the wild battle music, right? I like that. Dun, 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 dun. Dude, this is actually this is pretty hot, dude. This is pretty hot, I've got to say. I like this. Sounds good to me. Sounds really nice, actually. Not bad. Not bad at all. Solid. Alright, so if you guys want to, again, listen to it, you just got to go here and, you know, tab on that thingy. So you got some, recruitment there looking for people to help them in different fields. They're looking for programming, pixel artists, tile artists, community managers. They've also got social media, so you can follow them there. Project leader is Rolandel. And yeah, you got a bunch of people involved in this. And yeah, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Pokemon SDK is making this, I guess. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is it. So yeah, there is all I've got to say. It's a project that I think needs some more attention. Which is why I'm doing this video. I want to bring them more attention, so maybe some of you guys out there who are programmers, who are sprite artists, who are tile makers and that sort of stuff, maybe you guys can go and through my video find this project if you haven't found it already and actually go and help it out. So yeah, definitely go check that out, guys. I may be joining their Discord really soon. I might be actually joining it right now after this video. So yeah, thank you so much for watching the video, guys. If you did enjoy, drop a like down below. I will catch you all in the next one. Have yourselves a great day, and bye bye, ladies and gentlemen. Peace out.